UK lawyers accuse 10 Britons who fought for Israel in Gaza of war crimes. MSF finds malnourished children in Greek migrant camp. Urges action. EU offers zero tariff deal to US but prepares for trade war. Afghans leaving Pakistan amid mass deportations. Red Crescent demands international probe into Israel killing of Gaza medics. The late-night experiment that puts comedy first. What makes modern measles outbreaks different? Trade will move on without the United States. America has gotten Coretta Scott King wrong. Why America's oligarchs may regret their obedience. Here are the places where the recession has already begun. I should have seen this coming. Jack Black knew best. Japan's Nikkei 225 index dives nearly 8% after the big meltdown on Wall Street. Israeli strikes on Gaza kill 32, mostly women and children. Pope makes surprise appearance at St. Peter's Square. 2 weeks after leaving hospital. Israel retracts claim of killed Gaza medics after footage contradicts it. Moment couple dining at Italian restaurant, deliberately put glass into their food, before refusing to pay £65 bill. Fury at Birmingham councillor who went on holiday to Egypt while city overflows with rubbish. Recession odds revealed after Trump tariffs heighten Black Monday stock market fears. J.D. Vance shares new intimate insight into his relationship with his mother as she marks 10 years. Sober at the White House. Trump says there will be no pause on tariffs as he tears into countries ripping off America. Live updates. What Trump and his administration have said about the tariffs policy currently roiling global markets. Red Sox star Jarren Duran reveals suicide attempt in new Netflix series. Trump meets with Netanyahu at White House. Scientists claim to have brought back the dire wolf. SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini Gen 3, a Hall Effect 60% keyboard. Nintendo is actively assessing what a trade war means for the Switch 2. The Switch 2's Game Chat social feature could revolutionize the way you play with friends. An IVF alternative could make having babies less onerous. Israeli Prime Minister vows to eliminate trade barriers with US after Trump announces tariffs. Here's how the European Union is planning to respond to Trump's tariffs. See if you can guess why John Fetterman's donors are asking for refunds. Must see. A top Trump DHS official responds to the latest pro-Hamas mob in D.C. Trump asks Supreme Court to block order mandating return of man who was mistakenly deported. Americanswers. Which news stories are being overshadowed by Trump's tariffs? Trump's tariffs. U.S. versus China. Garbage piles up on streets of UK's second-largest city amid month-long sanitation strike. Death toll from flooding in Congo's capital reaches 33 as officials race to support victims. King Charles III arrives in Rome on state visit. First overseas trip since brief hospitalization. Dutch cannabis growers welcome expansion of state-run experiment to make sales legal. Dominican Republic to crack down harder on migrants as Haitians flee violence. South Sudan says revocation of U.S. visas is unfair and based on a case of mistaken nationality. Little sons in the classroom. Ukrainian city mourns children killed by Russian missile. China accuses U.S. of unilateralism, protectionism and economic bullying with tariffs. Deadline looms in case of Maryland man's wrongful deportation to El Salvador. They had left their day roles. Trump still fired them. Wall Street leaders warn of harsh economic consequences from Trump's tariffs. Small airplane skids off runway into Bay during botched landing at Oregon Airport. Fencer Stephanie Turner receives honor for courage after refusal to compete against trans athlete. Gracie Hunt's mystery man creates buzz as she teases new romance. Exclusive. Trump tax cuts top priority for Congress, says top House GOP leader. Missing Utah woman's phone provides ominous update after disappearance in remote canyonlands.